That's Super Mario Bros. 3, my favorite game of all time. And that's me. I'm Justin Rodriguez. I've been a gamer ever since I could pick up a controller. I've played a lot growing up. Right now my girlfriend and I own an Xbox 360, an N64, and an SNES with a collection of over 250 games. I love video games. They're my hobby and what I absolutely love to do. I want to figure out why other people like them as much as me and what they like about them. So here's my story on video games.
I play them because they really make me happy. They're very enjoyable. I love experiencing a new game, and I love being able to get attached to characters that aren't real. Okay, well, I'm going to show y'all our Super Nintendo game collection, and this just shows how much we love gaming. And we have been collecting for almost 2 years. And we have games such as Super Mario Bros. World, which everyone knows what that is. And then we have other games that not that many people know, such as Chrono Trigger, which is one, and Earthbound, which is my favorite game in this entire world.
Well, I've always liked shooting games, and being in the Army, like, that's one of the reasons. I just like the whole military, and, you know, being in the military helps with that. And then playing shooting games they kind of help each other almost. Like I said, it's kind of like practice. Connect is another thing. Like, I know a lot of people say video games make you lazy and, you know, make you a couch potato or something, but Connect is something they added that even gets you exercise. Like, you can sweat from playing a Connect game. So it's not just sitting with a controller in your hand, you're actually doing something like an activity. And I like that as well.
The definition of video games for me is probably immersive stories. It's basically a book you can control, or a book you're acting out. But instead of sitting and reading about it, you actually do it. So you see it through the eyes of the protagonist. You actually control what's going on inside the game. With video games, you can just you can go from being a normal everyday person to being a superhero.
Right now I'm on my way to meet up with video game store owner Clay Davis. He has a store in Roanoke, Virginia called the Tech Exchange. I'm going to see what he has to say about opening a store and why he likes video games.
We both like the games. We're like, all right, you know, let's make a store. It's going to be like a game, you know, a store for gamers. Like, people who really play games are going to really like it. It's a really interesting to be able to talk to people about it as like from an art perspective, or like as an art form. You get to talk to people who are also into games, and it's just, I don't know, talking about something that's like a new form of art, I feel is something that not very many people get the chance to do ever. They've done experiments where they show that video games actually do trigger that sense of like accomplishment, and it's the same exact feeling you get as a accomplishment not in a game. Like, if you like are able to, like, maybe not this extreme, but if you're able to like get a job that you're trying to get or something like that.
I'm heading back to Radford now. I'm meeting up with Kevin Hayes, who is the manager of a store called Replay Games. I'm interested to see what he has to say.
I'm in love with video games. I'm a big gamer myself. I started seriously playing when Halo 1 came out. We would have LAN parties at my brother's friend's house, and I was the youngest one there, and I crushed everybody. So that's how I got addicted.
I like video games because it immerses me in like a whole nother world. I really enjoy that, you know. I mean, I love my life. The way it is great. But every once in a while, it's so fun to escape and just take control of something else and do something exciting and crazy. One thing, video games have actually kept me out of the wrong crowd, I would even say. And most of my friends who play games with me are actually pretty good people with good morals.
I've learned a lot on this journey. Video games are a big book that put you right in the driver's seat. It may even mean taking a trip into a new world with endless possibilities. You may like video games because they give you good exercise. You envision being a superhero. You thrive on competition. You may look at them as a form of art. They could even keep you out of the wrong crowd. Or just simply make you happy. Whatever that reason may be, when it all comes down to it, we're all a part of one big family of gamers.